temperature at cutter. Temperature at work. And finish on that. It is absolutely stunning. That's my line of to get down, so I've done about half of it. I'm only cutting at that 0.15mm at a time. I don't like pushing my luck on this machine. I don't want to go doing out stupid, so if this isn't already stupid, of course. Next pass. Okay, so that's 3 passes in succession. Let's do some temperatures. That's the tip of the work. Let go there. Do it again. Oh, it's going down quick. Tip of the towel. That's someone that tips. So you can see the carbide tips. I'm not getting hot at all. The work is, but not that hot. I mean, I've not had a position really where I couldn't. That's on the work, right on the top of it there. I know this is only a cheap temperature thing, but it can't be that far out. It can't be that far out, and also I can touch the work. and the finish, and that's not hot. I can touch it. Sorry, that is not hot. And the finish is like blooming chrome. Absolutely stunning finish. You just see marks in it, but you'd never scratch them. That's, make of it what you will, guys, because I ain't got a clue. All I know is it sparks its nuts off. This is shavings you're getting off. You know, dark blue to black. So they're red hot of them, absolutely red hot when they're coming off. But the tool's staying cool. Machine's coping. My cut depth that time were 0.16 of a millimetre. I did try it at 2, but it was vibrating a bit with machine. So I knocked it back to 0.15. It sort of jumps up to 0.16 when I tighten, give nut up, screw the lock, just jumps up a bit. What am I on? X. Y is locked. I bring Z up by the amount and lock, and the X is snugged. It's not tight, it's just snugged. And at the moment I'm running with my power drive on, and it's coping, and I'm not far to go. Down on that line there, that scribe line, which in total is 4mm I'll have taken off. What's left there, would you say? About 1.25 millimetre, 1.5 millimetre maybe left to go, 1 or 2. So I'm going to finish that off, and then I'll take it out and clean it up and show you. But that's clap cold, not even warm. Is it right? Is it wrong? You're going to have to tell me. I'm starting to be suspicious that the inserts are getting slightly blunted. The finish is still absolutely stunning, and I'm nearly down to my mark. In fact, I think I'm going to do one return pass, and then I'm going to stop camera. I'll take this cutter out, and we'll have a look under microscope, well, under a magnifying glass, and just look and see how bad the tips are worn. Okay, this is the tool holder that I've taken out that's done that cutting. I don't know if you can see on this video, but they don't look that bad. This is these are reversible inserts, as you'll know, but I haven't turned them around. This is the first run with this set, and I've probably done, well, I've cut 3 tool holders down, so I've probably done maybe 25 passes or more, maybe more like 30 altogether with it, and they don't look bad. I mean, they never look that sharp anyway, these carbide inserts. They're not razor sharp like the chromium looking ones that do alley. They've got, you can cut your fingers on them, but these aren't. They're quite bland. I do suspect there was a slight bit of work starting, because the last couple of cuts I did, they started making slight screeching noise. Not ridiculous, but a low pitch screech that, you know, turns into a high pitch screech eventually, which, if I'm on lathe, it usually turns speed down at that point. This cutting was done at 1000 RPM, and the other cutter I did, I actually took it to about 1250, 1260 for a while, but then I dropped it back down. And I'm not been doing deep depth to cut. I'm not sure how you're supposed to plunge these things deep, but I haven't tried, and the Tomsini is not a massive heavy duty machine anyway, so I don't think it'd be a good idea riving holy crap out of it. So yeah, but results have been good. Yeah, really good finish, absolutely stunning. And I don't want any comments off Model Engineering Forum lads saying have you rub them down on a stone and then polished them? Because no, I have not. You might be able to see little arcs still in there. Yeah, look there. Where tools run off. So these I've cut down because my tool holders, the second larger one up from the dinky one they do for the mini lathe one, and I wanted to use this tooling, which is what are we? Let's put it in millimeters. That one's 12.68. Suppose they're an equivalent. Yeah, it's ½ inch into it, look. ½ inch. There you go. So that's what I've been doing. The next download, I'll show you these. This is one I made. I'd put this on the site showing this cutter. What I did was, if you can see down there, is I cut a little relief down there to take the edge of that blade, so that blade can sit upright, sat in its relief. The other cutter blade I've got, which I showed, was the Eclipse one, which must be made for a much bigger machine than mine, therefore the height was too high, so that also fits in there. What I did was this plate, that's mild steel, and yeah, I have polished that up. That's had some Solvol. It don't look like mild steel. I think it was stainless. I'm a bugger for polishing. That one fits in there, in the place of that one. And what I did realise was, if you look at that, it is tapered, but only on one side. So it's square. From the top face to that face is square. That's tapered. Therefore, when it goes in that holder, this face wants to be square. This face is the taper which goes onto that holder that I've got. Works great. I've tried it and I've actually done a parting off with that and it was quite good. It worked out fine. My neighbours will think I'm talking to myself again. So that's one I made. That's another one I made. It's just a copy, really. These were done with milling machine, dovetail cutter. But yeah, I've stone ground them on stone with some oil. So yeah, to make them look a bit nicer. They're not hardened. I think they'll be fine left in mild steel, to be honest with you. But I haven't got facilities for hardening. If you've got to hold that thing for a few hours up at Cherry Red or whatever, I ain't got facility to do that. That's another one I cut down. There's one somewhere. That one's got to be started yet. So, unfortunately, I bought these off one of the members, and it's not his fault. Let me see if I can get this phone out of here. It's not his fault. He didn't know. But, and I never thought of flipping trying them. I knew they were for that. And in they go. And you wind the handle round. They've been made wrong. Wedge type and the piston type take the same holders. These have obviously come from a factory where they don't give a shit because they've made the right balls of them. They're not right. Show you one that is. So this is one of the earlier ones I got that I actually turned them down on lathe. Right flaming job. Bang, bang, bang. Interrupted cut on that. But yeah, they fit perfect. So, a bit of a bummer really. The dovetail on have been cut too big. In fact, if you look at it, it tilts down as well. It's like the dovetail cut has been tilted over. And if you look at the knife edge there, that one's different totally. That's been overcut. Do I throw them away? No, I'm not going to throw them away because an hacksaw blade wedged down there fits perfect. So I need to, and I make some shims for there. Or my other idea was to TIG weld that up and then put dovetail cutter in, cut it back down again until it was right size. But yeah, an easiest way is just to make a piece of shim steel and make sure when I use these I drop a piece of shim steel in. Or I could even bond it on, I suppose. Super glue, araldite, whatever. Or I could, you know, fold it over the top. But it looked tacky, wouldn't it? So I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could put a shim in, pack it tight, and tack it with TIG there and there with a little tack. And then obviously grind that back down again because that sits on the bottom at cross slide. Is it called a cross slide? Whatever it's called. That bit. That's cross slide, isn't it? I don't know what you call that. Whatever. So back to this. This arbour, you might recognise it. I don't know whether Keaton or whatever sells these at Arc. MS2-22. Do you know what? They're not expensive. M10. Absolutely bang on. Because that's an expensive cutter. That's Iscar cutter. And them inserts were £33, I think, for a pack of 10 for them. But I have got a lot of other inserts for doing different metals. I had the wrong ones in to start with. The ones I had in were them shiny ones, and they were for aluminium, it would seem, and soft steels and brass. Whereas these are for hard steel, cast iron, hardened steels, various other things. Been really good and right chuffed with that. So I'm putting it down that way, and I shouldn't be really. It should be sat on something soft. Thanks for watching anyway.